I appreciate Pastor David Pranga doing a number of our daily devotions this week after preaching for us this past Sunday. And since he's sharing a number of them from Psalms and Proverbs, I wanted to step back into the Hebrew Bible and also do one from Proverbs. And moving through Proverbs, I want to share kind of a hard verse or two from Proverbs 5:21 and 22. And it says, "For human ways are under the eyes of the Lord, and he examines all their paths. The iniquities of the wicked ensnare them, and they are caught in the toils of their own sin." And I want to share with you today, along the lines of these couple verses, about the fate of the wicked. And you know me from watching these devotions that I often emphasize on God's love and grace and mercy and compassion and kindness and the fruit of the Spirit. But you know, there is also the side of us that wants God to be just. And if God is just and God is holy, then those who are wicked, those who are evil, need to be held accountable for their behavior and how it has impacted other people and even God's creatures and God's creation. And so Proverbs 5:21 and 22 reminds us, first of all, that all human ways are under the eyes of the Lord. People may be able to fool, mislead, misguide, deceive, and trick other people. But God is not fooled. And God sees all of our actions, our decisions, our choices, our behavior. There is nothing that is hid from God's eyes and judgment. And it says he examines all our paths, which is, again, an impetus for us to try to live as holy as we possibly can, because God sees us every time we say something, think something, do something. God knows. And then he speaks specifically that the iniquities of the wicked ensnare them, and they are caught in the toils of their own sin. Those who are wicked, who are evil, they may have power on earth for a while. They may seem to prosper in their wickedness, either materially or in other ways. But what Proverbs 5 tells us is it won't last for long. And they eventually get caught. And you think of all the different people who you've heard about in the media through your life or in recent years, where people do something for a while and they get away with it, but eventually they get caught and it gets revealed what they've been doing. And then all that comes with that, acknowledgement and justice and punishment and shame and embarrassment, it all comes out. So understand, if you are frustrated or angry by things you may be seeing in the world, that God sees them also, and that God will hold you and me, as well as everybody else, to account. So walk in holiness, walk in love, walk in obedience, so that you never need to be ashamed of God watching you and seeing what you're doing and saying and how you're treating God's children.